All right, round round 13 even of PT Arena 3 against Dennis Chan. Dennis is on Band Ramp. 2 Brazen Borrower, 1 Tameo, 3 Ether Gust in the main, 1 Mystical Dispute, 2 Sharp Typhoon, 2 Shatter the Sky. This hand is not good enough. Kind of the first one I don't think is good enough in this matchup. Move Morgan to 1. Trail of Comms is great, but we don't have anything. We don't have Green Source, and then we don't have anything to kind of go with it. So I'm going to mulligan this one. Well, this hand is worse. Going to mulligan this one as well. Mulligan. Alright, we'll keep 5. Probably put this Cat and Mayhem Devil in the bin. Priest of the Forgotten God with Woe Strider is 2 sources of damage. Maybe we want the Mayhem Devil and we don't want Bolus of Citadel. This is who shakes the world. Alright. One Shin has just come back. My wife has just come back from going out and playing some Pokemon Go. Welcome home. Alright. Man, what Bolus is Citadel? Alright, this one's going to go here. Bolus is Citadel is going to go in the bin. Alright, I'm going to play this one, get a forest. The Priest of the Forgotten Gods with the Woe Strider is both like that and that is enough to get the 2 mana. So that means that Bolus of Citadel was actually quite playable. But with 2 Brazen Borrowers, the 3 Ellsworth Conquers Death, as well as the 4 Nissa, maybe it's not going to be good enough because it could easily get bounced to my hand and not just straight up win the game. Alright, we got a honker. Just gonna play around Ether Gust. Play a black card. Fable Passage doesn't get cracked, so no Wilderness Reclamation in hand. Beware of Shark Token, so we'll probably play something in our pre-combat main phase in order to have Priest of the Forgotten Gods up. I'm going to play this mountain. Let's see if this goes to the top of our library or the bottom of our library. At very least we should see a crack of the Fabled Passage here. Otherwise they're going to take 1 damage. No, alright. So we will attack with the Woe Strider, playing around Shark Typhoon. See that crack in the Fabled Passage now. Shark Typhoon for 2, I'm going to guess. We have the option of sacking this Clue if we'd like with this 2 mana. We'll see what we draw. No, I want to keep that around. Yeah, I want to keep the 2. Right, there are 8. Which means they really have to do something here. We might see a Shadow the Sky. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we've got Uro. Wall here. Ping there, they got 8. May see an Ether Gust on the Mayhem Devils in our draw step. Like after our draw. That would probably be the optimal time to cast that. Right. That's going to go on top of our library. Going to play this. Yep, we can't. Right, so we can attack for 3, put into 5, sacrifice 2 things, put into 3, be able to play the Mayhem Devil. No, that's not what we want to be doing. So let's attack. Like this out. Now we've got access to Bolas's Citadel next turn. We've got access to Lethal Mayhem Devil. So if we do see a Shadow the Sky, then we might want to put a Mayhem Devil on the bottom to try and find a land. But we've also have the ability to just escape our Woe Strider in our turn, and then have the Mayhem Devil and a 5 power, so 2 lethal threats as well as the Bolas's Citadel again. The problem is that if we scry this to the bottom and find the land and play the land, or let's say land is on top of our library, then we pass the turn, and then that leaves open for Elsbeth Conquers Death. Alright, so Teferi is going to bounce Woe Strider. That's reasonable. So currently it means the Mayhem Devil is lethal because this is 2 pings from 2 things sacrificing, plus the 2 life loss from Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Things that stop it is like a Brazen Borrower and an Ether Gust. So let's alright. Yeah, no instant speed light game. Alright, it's game one. Now let's go to sideboard. So, I'm going to bring in the Kobolds. I'm going to bring in the Vraska. I'm going to bring in the Murderous Rider, 3 Agonizing Remorse, at least 2 Duress. Take out one of these. Take out all of the Priests. Take out a Woe Strider, 2 Mayhem Devils. And 2 Claim the Firstborn. You have the option of bringing the 3rd Duress for a Claim the Firstborn, or for a Cauldron's Familiar, which I actually like. So, 3 Duress, 3 Cauldron's Familiar, 3 Witch's Oven, 4 Trail Crumbs, 3 and 2, plus the Murderous Rider, plus the Haymakers. Let's have a look to see if they have a bunch of 4-drop creatures that we're worried about for the Aquarium War. And they do not. They've got Dream Trawler, which I don't imagine they'll bring in. So I'll just leave that there. All right, cool. See how we go. All right. What I'm hoping to see in the opening hand is Goose and a Trail of Crumbs and 2 lands. That's all I really want. They do have the potential to bring in Dovin's Veto. Glass Casket is a bit of a gamble, Glass Casket, because with me having access to Vraska, Alright, this is a pretty good hand. We've got the question. Duress on turn 1 or Gilded Goose. If we duress on turn 1, then we get the option of taking out a Growth Spiral, which is a way for them to get to an early Nissa. But I think, given that we've got everything gone, I think we just allow them to have the Growth Spiral and try and fire off the Duress before they have access to 5 mana to make sure that we hit a Nissa, because that's the thing that's going to actually attack our life total. Oh, another Goose. This is interesting, because it actually changes our turn 2 play, because we can play Duress and Gilded Goose on turn 2, and then Trail of Crumbs on turn 3, and have access to getting heaps of the things. Alright. I think that that's what we want to do, actually. Just because I want to be able to play around the gates and the Trail of Crumbs. Alright, we've got Aethergust, Hydrocrisis, and Tameo. Aethergust would counter the Gilded Goose. Tameo is a bit of a pain to deal with. Yeah, Tameo, I don't really want to have Tameo in play. So I'm going to take the Tameo. And let's get this Gilded Goose out there. No attacks. Look, Aethergust is good. It's going to disrupt our plan, but I think that Tameo is the way that they certainly get in front. We're going to try Trail of Crumbs. It's going to get counted. We have the option of playing the other Trail of Crumbs, which would use all of our Goose mana, but I think that that's worth it. And I should have played the Fatal Passage first and cracked it. Just going to decline. Just going to play this one out. So Sacrifice food. Play this one. Pass the turn. I'm gonna get a forest with this. Shadow Sky. Alright, well, that's reasonable. Glad I used that to get this out. Actually, I'm just gonna sacrifice this, try and find land. Fable Passage, excellent. Pass the turn. Might see a Hydro Crisis here. Nope, they're gonna wait. My turn. Right, this one's gonna get a swamp. Let's see if this one resolves. Could be a Dovin's Veto, could be an Ether Gust. And we're just going to try and find more lands, so we'll sack this Trail of Crumbs. Excellent. Let's see what we have going on. Might just not have much because of Hydro Crisis. The best play for them here is a Ellsworth Conquers Death. It would be very good for them. The stands, they get a 3/3. Let's see, Fable Passage? Alright, so now we've got a decision to make because we've got Mayhem Devil and Witch's Oven. I think we just kill this. See what they drew. Shadow the Sky and Haliod's Intervention. Let's take the Haliod's Intervention. We'll play this one out as well, because I don't care if they kill it. Alright, this is looking good for us. If we find a land, then we're sitting pretty. Cobalt also works. It does take us off lands, but also presents a huge threat. Alright, yep, swamp. I'm going to tee this up. I can draw 2 cards. Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice this. I'm going to draw 2 cards now. I'm going to try and hit that land. That's what we want to see. Pay 2 life. Play out a Gilded Goose as well. Interesting decision there. 3, 4. Play this out. Auto pay for this. All the things. +2. Sacrifice the Gilded Goose. Alright. This is going to be enough. Yes. Sacrifice a permanent. Let's sacrifice this one. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Submit 10. there we have it. Put a bunch of triggers on the stack. Draw some cards. Didn't deck out. That's always a bonus. Thanks for watching, everybody.